So I know this was a quick lesson, but I wanted to show you from a low level what actually interacting with these websites really looks like. And if you're interested in doing more full stack work, feel free to come check out this repo, this HTML, which has all the HTML and raw JavaScript for interacting with a website. There are a ton of tools for working with React and Svelte and other frameworks as well if you're interested in building more full stack applications too. And if you're unfamiliar with JavaScript, some of this might have been a little bit tricky, but let's at least do a refresher on the important things to know when it comes to interacting with websites and what's actually happening under the hood. In order for a website to send a transaction to your wallet, you need to connect to that wallet in some capacity. And one of the most popular ways is by injecting your browser extension right into the browser. A browser can check to see that the MetaMask object is there by doing a check on window.ethereum and seeing if it gets a return. There are other ways to inject other types of wallets into browsers as well, like Wallet Connect, Ledger, etc. But at the end of the day, they're all going to connect some type of object to the website so the website can send transactions to the browser. You'll usually hit connect, and then you'll see in whatever wallet you're using that you're indeed connected. When a website wants to send a transaction to our wallet, what it does is it first needs to get the provider or the RPC URL out of the MetaMask. And with Ethers, you see that the line that does that right here. And what that line is doing is essentially saying, hey, MetaMask, I know you got some settings. I know you have some networks in here. I would like access to that RPC URL, please, so I can send transactions. And additionally, I would like access to one of those accounts in there so I can send transactions to one of those accounts. Can you tell me who's connected so I can go ahead and send transactions? Once it's connected, it'll send a transaction to our wallet. Again, the private key never leaves your wallet, and we wouldn't want to use a wallet that actually exposes the private key. So the website sends a transaction to our browser, where if we do one now, the browser will prompt us, hey, would you like to sign this transaction? To which we have to confirm or deny. We learned a very basic way of checking on something called the function selector or the function signature to make sure that the website isn't trying to be malicious and do a bad transaction for us. We will learn later on in the course how to decode more complex transactions and more complex functions rather than just this one, which has no parameters. But we could go ahead and, for example, confirm this. In my YouTube, I've got a much longer video if you want to check it out, which goes over how to actually connect your front end, if you're interested, to your smart contracts a couple different ways. We have a raw HTML, a Next.js and Ethers, Next.js and Web3 React, Next.js and Morales, Next.js and Web3 Model. There's a lot of different ways to actually connect your front ends to your websites. But if you want to learn more about how this works, definitely be sure to check out this video. The link to this will be in the GitHub repo associated with this course. And of course, all the code associated with this lesson is in the GitHub repo associated with this course as well, if you want to learn more about how front ends and websites work. So that's it for this lesson. I know this one was quick, but I do think it's really important that you understand how websites work when working with these smart contracts so you can work with them intelligently and know what to look out for. This was a basic introduction, and as we learn more, like I said, about function selectors and function signatures, we'll get a lot better at working with these websites, and then additionally, being sure to protect ourselves against malicious transactions. So now's a great time to take a break. I know this was a quick one, and I'll see you in the next one.